All right, this is Brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aqua that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, Hell Holds You Back from Your True Personality. Now, originally I got inspired to do this lesson because, just going through my everyday life, all of us for that matter, I always go into these rich neighborhoods because in the city that I live in, it's pretty small. So I do a lot of delivery jobs and everything like that. And I always go into these rich neighborhoods. And, there's a lot of places where, you just see Esau just living it up. They just got a smile on their face at all times. They don't have a care in the world. They don't think that anything's getting ready to happen to them, or they don't think that they're getting ready to lose their riches or whatever the case may be. Then when you go to these fancy restaurants, they act the same way. When they sitting outside, ordering whatever they want to order, drinking whatever they want to drink. And pretty much, it has got me thinking like, man, these people really either don't care about what's going on in the world, or they don't think they're about to be affected by what's going on in this world, all right? And then it got me to the conclusion where I was just like, man, they're able to just be free. They're able to be free because they're in their blessing right now. They're living in their blessing. This is their heaven. Babylon the Great, aka America, right? And so I'm just like, man, these people don't have a care in the world. These people are just, their heart's not beating. They're not oppressed. They're not going through anything. They're just living, man. And that's what's getting ready to happen to us in the kingdom. And so, like I said, pretty much fast forward, this got me to the point where I'm just like, they're able to express themselves, because when you're happy and when you're at rest and nothing is happening to you, you're able to think clearly. You're able to do things, a lot more things than what you're doing right now. You're able to work on hobbies. You're able to perfect your craft or whatever you're good at. If you're good at music or whatever, you have time to do things. You have time to have conversations and do all these different things, man. And so it's just like they're able to just live. Us, not so much, because we at the bottom. We got to be fake our entire time, pretty much, while we out here living in hell. When we go to work and everything like that, we can't really express who we are because we in the truth. If we were to get into a certain conversation and certain points came up, we can instantly, it'll pop in the back of our minds and be like, man, let me just tell you what this is real quick. I could pull out this scripture. I could pull out this point in history for you real quick. Because when you get into this truth, man, you want to show people your wisdom. But the more and more understanding you receive, that's the more you understand that you can't do that, man. Like the scriptures say, you don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And so it just made me just keep thinking. I'm just like, we cannot be ourselves here, man. Even around our own people. You got family members or whatever the case may be, you can't be yourself around them because they're not living like you. They may understand what you're doing and what you're involved in, but they're not living like you, man. So now you got to go over, to speak to them, have a good time or whatever the case may be. But when you go back home, now you're able to what? Be yourself. And so that's why I was like, man, hell holds you back for your true personality, because a lot of times we may want to cry. A lot of times we may want to just express our excitement or whatever for what's going on in the world. But people will look at you crazy. You'd be like, yes, man, it's going down over there in Afghanistan. Yes, Americans just got slaughtered. Woo-woo. People would be like, wait, what? Because they don't understand what you're involved in, man. We do, though. And so that's why it's going to be such a beautiful thing when we get to the other side, because we can live, man. It's a lot more to just, there's a lot more to the kingdom instead of just spiritual power and everything like that, man. It's going to be finally our time to live and express ourselves and be happy, man. All right? So let's go into these scriptures real quick. We're going to get Proverbs 29 and 2 first. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. And it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, man. We're mourning. You know, we're mourning. We're always down in the dumps. We have nothing to look forward to. You know, you may get some money or whatever, so you're able to travel to different cities, or you may even be able to travel to another country. Probably not doing this time, you know, because of the pandemic that's going on. But at the end of the day, we're mourning right now, man. The only time we really feel refreshed is when we're around other like-minded people, the other brothers and sisters that's in this truth with you. You know, but then majority of the time too, we can't even speak to them. You know, because we all have our separate lives, we all have our families or whatever we got going on. So we got to make sure we maintain to these worldly things so we can make sure we able to get our daily bread and live from day to day. But at the end of the day, man, we mourning, man. Like I said, even when you get home, you don't have anything to look forward to. What you really have to look forward to? You turn on the TV to watch sports, and sports is fake as hell. It's a damn shame that it's a whole organization out here where you literally watching two teams compete against each other, but you don't even know if it's real or fake. It's so many times where people just like, yeah, man, the NFL is rigged. The NBA is rigged. NHL is rigged. Baseball is rigged. You know, they like, no, we're going to let this team win this year. And then when you really think about it, that's probably how it is. That's for the simple fact that you look at individuals like LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, they sold out. We all know they sold out. And so they let these certain individuals reach their certain amount of fame. So you already know they're going to make sure that they have them win or they have them lose because they're under a wicked agenda. So at the end of the day, it's just like, man, we are not living here, man. We don't have the entertainment suck. Your woman might give you grief. You know, your children might give you grief. We are not able to express ourselves. We just have to hold in these feelings all the way until the Lord come back, man, and just deal with it. But hey, that's a beautiful thing, though. The scriptures tell you suffer equals patience, and patience equals hope, right? So at the end of the day, all we're doing is that we're hoping for Yahweh Shai to get us out of this hellhole so we can finally be liberated, man. All right? Let's get Ecclesiastes. Let's get Ecclesiastes. 1 and 16. Hold on 1 second. Ecclesiastes 1 and 16, and it says, I commune with my own heart, saying, Lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yeah, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge, and I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. For much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Let's read that again, man. Verse 17. And it says, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. So as we're learning this truth, and we're learning who we are and what these scriptures are really talking about, we're starting to understand the wicked side as well. We're starting to understand madness and folly. For instance, the milk crate challenge that's going on right now, that's folly. Here we are in the times where World War III is getting ready to kick off, food shortages aren't happening, and Jake want to be out here challenging themselves to some hood Olympics. They're not in the right mind, man. And now we starting to see that, and it's vexing to us because we just like, man, you are the chosen people. What the hell are you doing? Get your shit together, man. And it says, and I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So the more we understand that we get, the more lower we are in the spirit, man, because we vex. Like I said, go outside and we see our enemies just living it up, doing what they want to do. having a smile on their face, not having a care in the world, looking down on us while they're having their fun and their merry times. And it pisses you off. It pisses you off, man. Especially because why? Because we understand that they're supposed to be at the bottom. The roles are supposed to be reversed. But at the same time, we understand that we deserve this punishment that we're in right now, because we went against the commandments, statutes, and laws of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But at the same time, we do understand that we're supposed to be kings and princesses, priests, royal people to the Lord, man. And now we got to walk out here and deal with these people, man. And not only that, we got to deal with our own people. A lot of our own people look down on us, man. Especially if you in this truth. They be like, man, you speaking that madness. And all you doing is bringing out simple scriptures of what the Lord looked like. You can bring out something as simple as that. Tell them that, hey, the scriptures say the Lord had woolly hair. What is this picture that they keep posting in these churches? Oh, no, we don't know what the Lord looks like, or whatever excuse they want to use. Man, fuck you, man. Come on, man, this shit ain't that hard to understand. What's 2 plus 2? 4. What's 1 plus 1? 2. What's woolly hair? Who has it? What's the color of brass? When it's burned? Come on, man, you can learn this in preschool. And people just cannot let that stumbling block go, along with many other things. And so we have to give the warning, because just like it says in Ezekiel, we have to get the blood off of our hands, right? So we do that. But at the same time, once we get the blood off our hands, we still got to deal with this madness and this folly. And so this is causing us grief and sorrow. We can't go out in public and, express our anger and our woes to everybody, because we don't want to seem crazy. We don't want to go to jail. We don't want to cause a situation. So we got to hold in these damn emotions. We just got to deal with it. So when you get into a situation where it may make you happy, the Most High may bless you with a little bit more money than usual, or you may be able to go out and buy certain food that makes you happy, or whatever the case may be, it helps you out, but it's only temporary. It's only for that certain amount of time, man. You still got to wake up the next day and deal with this bullshit all over again, man. But like I said, it's okay. It's okay, because these scriptures are our comfort, all right? And this is why we go over them. Salakia. This is why we go over them over and over and over again, man. The same scriptures may come out week in and week out, but so what? Those scriptures stay in your mind, though, and you remember what you're involved in, and this is what help us cope. This is what help us move along and move forward, all right? Let's get Psalms 22 and 6. This is Psalms chapter 22, verse 6. And it says, "But I am a worm and no man, a reproach of men, and despised of the people. All they that see me laugh me to scorn. They shoot out the lip, they shake the head, saying, He trusted on the Lord that he would deliver him. Let him deliver him, seeing he delighteth in him." A lot of people look at us and they be like, yeah, they teaching that truth stuff, that Israelite stuff. They trust in that. And then they may see us go through certain situations and they be like, where's your Lord, man? How come you in these low situations? How come you don't have any money? How come you can't have your family in order? How come you just got fired from your job? Why are you so sick? I thought the Lord was supposed to be there for you. They don't understand these scriptures. So now we got to deal with this, man. We got to deal with these type of people. And you already know this type of behavior comes from first our enemy, but then it'll come from our own people as well. We got to deal with this. We got to deal with people laughing us to scorn, mocking us, laughing at us, treating us, roasting us, saying we wear dresses when this is actually a royal thing to wear, man. People get this. When you look at the DC and the Marvel universe and everything you put on, they had on the capes. They got that from us. And I remember I made a video about it because I remember this thumbnail that Elder Manasseh Cubans from South Carolina put a while back. And you just saw his garment just flying in the air, man. And I was just like, man, look at this. He looked like he ready to take off. Looked like he ready to take off. And that's where, you know, our enemy knows where they get these ideas from. They get them from the scriptures, man. And so at the end of the day, we got to deal with people saying that what we believe in is not true. We're part of a cult. All of these different things, man. And it's pissing us off, man. We just ready to be like, man, hold on, sit your ass down. Let me school you in these scriptures. But then you be like, you know what? I ain't even going to do it. Because it's only up to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to give you the understanding anyway. If he don't want you to understand this, he's going to keep your eyes and your ears closed. And he's just going to reserve you for judgment. And that's the day a lot of us cannot wait for. A lot of us cannot wait for the Most High to finally make a move on a lot of individuals out here, man. Because we getting tired of you people just living it up and acting like nothing is wrong. Nothing is going to happen to you. A lot of you are not humble. You claim that you're humble. You claim that you believe in God. All these different things. But when it comes to doing what's written in these scriptures, you don't want to do it, man. You don't want to acknowledge anything that's in here. So guess what, man? Now we got to, you know, pray that we stay a part of this thing, and we got to pray that we don't be carnal, because a lot of times that carnal mind will come upon you. You just be like, man, real shit, I'll send it up right now. But we ain't about that, man. We have a spiritual mindset now, and we have to realize the greater understanding that we have, that we are above the rest of these people. We're not even saved yet, man. Lord willing, we all make it. We're not even saved yet, and we already above these people. Just because we have this knowledge, especially if you're teaching the correct doctrine. Okay? Let's get Deuteronomy 28 real quick. It's Deuteronomy 28, and I believe it's 54 I'm going to start at. Yeah. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Remember, these are, even it says right here, the topic, it says the curses of disobedience. So like I said earlier, we understand that we are in this position because we went against the commandments, statutes, and laws of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And we understand we're supposed to go to through these different tribulations and these different irking situations and just move forward, man, to just deal with it, all right? But this is one of the curses that the Most High said he was going to put upon us if we went against him. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he hath nothing left him in the siege, and in the straitness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. So at the end of the day, we understand that we have to deal with hate and evil from our own people, especially when you bring out this truth. And even before you even come in the truth, you know how many, man, there's so many broken families out here, man, that use their own families to get over. One of the oldest things that everybody knows that Jake loves to do is put their children's name on certain bills or whatever, so then they able to, you know, back in the day you were able to get like cable or certain credit cards or whatever the case may be, because your name is messed up. So they'll use their children's name, and then they'll mess up their credit and their history because of what the parents did. Then you got us out here killing each other left and right, not caring about each other at all, selling drugs to each other, bringing us down to an even lower estate. You know, we over here making whores out of our women, and and that's another thing too. And I don't mean to switch subjects or get into the women or anything like that, but just from yesterday, I posted a video, quick video, just showing the wickedness of a woman, showing how the majority of our women are whores. And then you had a certain individual come on the comment board talking about, why are you posting this video on a Shabbat? And the Shabbat is right now is Saturday to Sunday. It is not Friday to Saturday, because the Sabbath is orchestrated by the new moon. It's followed by the new moon. And the Sabbath is getting ready to switch over, I believe, after next week. So, and when she said that, it was like, yeah, why you doing this on the Shabbat? I'm like, the Shabbat didn't even start yet. And then I'm like, first of all, we get on wicked women. Okay? Like I said, I've done plenty of videos where I'll be like, look, there's a lot of righteous women out here. And I'll be like, hey, man, kudos to you for right now. You know, at least you're trying. I have a woman that's in the truth right now. She asks me questions and does what she's supposed to do on a daily basis, man. She's trying. All right? I deal with her. Because she said that in the comment board too. She's like, yeah, when it comes to the righteous women, you don't want to deal with us. So you don't want to be, y'all don't want to be humble around us and deal with us accordingly, or whatever she said. I'm like, what are you talking about? I do. I have a woman that's in the truth. You know? And the thing is, like I said, it's another thing that we got to deal with. Another reason why we got to, bottle up these emotions and everything like that, man. When certain individuals come on the comment board like that, when it comes to the women, because we already know the women are the weaker vessel. They're the ones that get more emotional than us, man. They see a lot more videos of us getting on the wicked women instead of more videos of uplifting the righteous women. Hey, man, we ain't got time to be doing that, man. We're not about to put women on a pedestal and exalt them or anything like that. Well, let me make sure I make a righteous video. Make sure I make a video for the women that's over here doing what they're supposed to do for the Lord. Make sure that they feel good about themselves. Man, we get on the men the same way. If we see a dude go off doing something that's wicked or evil, we rebuke their ass, man. How many videos have you seen on Polite lately? Videos all over the place with Polite, right? But the thing is, when it comes to women, just like the scriptures say, the wickedness of a woman is greater than men. Women started sin. Women were the one that was deceived. You got this game spit to them by Esau. Esau spit that game to you back in the garden, man. Eve, he spit that game to you. You went off first. So there's a reason why we have to get on the women a little bit harder. Why? Because you are the weaker vessel. It only makes sense. If you are weaker than the other gender, we have to give it to you a little bit harder. You know, we gotta let you know what it is, just so you get a greater understanding. And it's not out of hating women or anything like that. It's just out of love, man. This is real love right here, coming from the scriptures. All right. So it is what it is. So like I said, we got to deal with these different situations. And this is why, a lot of times we wake up in the morning, we just like, man, what we got, what we got to deal with today, man, But it is what it is. We move accordingly, all right? Now let's get Luke 14:26. We move accordingly, man, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to remember what you're a part of, remember what you're involved in, and keep it moving, man. That's why we can't wait for the kingdom, because we'll be able to live, man. We'll be able to be liberated and express ourselves and not have to be fake around people, right? This is Luke 14:26, and it says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yeah, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So now we come into an understanding where if we come in around our own family, your own brothers, sisters, mother, father, aunties, cousins, uncles, grandmas, grandfathers, all of those people that's supposed to be your blood, right? If they not with this, you got to cut them off at certain points. Now, you can still chill with them. If they cool with you being a part of this or whatever, and they cool with being around you and everything like that, whatever. But the thing is, you're not supposed to let their lifestyle interfere with yours, because the scriptures do say if you keep hanging around people who's not a part of this, you can get influenced. You can get to the point where you just be like, you know what, all right, I'll do this with you or whatever, knowing that you're getting ready to go off. So at the same time, if you letting even your own family members get you to the point where you are not following Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you cannot be part of the elect. You cannot be part of salvation. So now we have to deal with what? We have to deal with hate from our own blood. Like I said, another thing where I was just like, hell, this hell makes you, holds you back from your true personality. Now we got to deal with the hate from our own people. We can't just be, man, we can't just wake up and just be happy, man. We got to deal with this, man. And guess what? And it's all going to pay off. Because once we get inside those chariots, Yahweh Rachaa, meaning Lord willing, once we get inside those chariots, man, guess what? We're not going to be thinking about this. We already trying not to think about it now. But we definitely not going to think about it when we get inside those chariots. Because what? Your family or your friends, your co-workers, or whoever was close to you, they going to be left down here, man. You're going to be happy and rejoicing and singing the song of Moses with Yahweh Shai and the angels and the rest of the brothers and sisters that made it, man. Being happy that you ain't down there being crispy. Being happy that you ain't down there receiving the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. In that billions and billions of degrees of heat, man. You're going to be happy that you are above that fire. And that's what is this, and that's why the salvation is going to pay off. And all of these things that we're going through is going to seem like it never happened, man. Seem like it never happened. Just from that one moment of you being beamed up on the so-called UFOs. All right? Let's get one last scripture and close it out. Let's get, we're going to stay in Luke and we're going to get chapter 6, verse 22. It says, let's start at 20. And it says, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of the Most High. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. All right? So at the end of the day, blessed are the ones that hunger now. Blessed are the ones that weep now. Because at the end of the day, we're finally going to be able to live like these heathen nations, only in righteousness. We're going to be the ones laughing. While these other heathen nations are in shackles and everything like that, we're going to be the ones laughing. We're going to be the ones rejoicing. We're going to be the ones in joy. We're going to be the ones that's finally going to be liberated, be free from the spiritual hell that we in right now, this physical hell as well, because we still living through it. We still in this flesh. We still get sick and go through these different things. But at the end of the day, the great reward in heaven is going to make it look like none of these things ever happened, man. So understand that. Understand that. Right now, like I said, when you go to work, you got to put on that fake smile around your coworkers and your managers or whatever the case may be, because you know you can't really express to yourself what's going on in your life at certain times or whatever. You know, you get around other people or go to certain restaurants or whatever, you got to be all, you know how it is, man. I ain't got to go down the list. You know, you can't be yourself here, man. You gotta act accordingly. But that's all right. That is okay, because we're gonna get ready. We're coming into a time where the elect are gonna be around each other. We're gonna be able to have the deepest of the deepest conversations. You know, late nights. You know, just chilling outside or whatever with your wives or your children or around the brothers or whatever, relaxing, thinking about what the position that you in, thinking about the salvation that you're a part of, looking around your area, seeing how beautiful the kingdom is. Seeing the animals actually happy, you know, you ain't got to worry about, sorrow happening or some type of wickedness going on. You don't have to worry about anything. You just be able to just literally think freely. Your mind is just be clear, man. All right. So right now, like I said, we can't really express ourselves. We can't do what we want to do, but this is helping us out, man. We're being purified through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. The Most High is helping us get rid of this filthiness that's inside of us. He's helping us get rid of this so then we can finally be at peace and we can finally just love each other, man. But for right now, we're going to keep fighting. We're going to quit ourselves like men, and we're going to do what we're supposed to do for the Lord, man, because that's what it's about. Exalting the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So just keep doing what you're going to do. Hey, you'll make it, man. Lord willing. Lord willing, the Most High will look at you and be like, you know what? Hey, they kept it moving. They kept their integrity. Hey, bring them up here. All right? So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ricans Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned is true from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word to the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the aquas that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.